Before Microsoft, he worked at various different roles, including PwC, Bank of Bermuda, IBM. And outside of work, he enjoys spending time with his wife and two gorgeous children, of course, playing sports, traveling, and generally geeking out. So with that, Gladstone.
All righty, thank you. Fabulous. I've never been called fabulous before, but hello, everyone. Big up to Tech Toronto. All right, so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a little demo. I'm going to show you a little demo of artificial intelligence in action, leveraging Microsoft technologies. So you guys are all friends. I think I know a few folks here. I just bought a car, a really cool car. You guys want to know what car I bought? Yeah. All right, you're going to find out. So I need insurance. I need insurance for the car. So I go to the website. I happen to be with Litware Insurance. If you guys don't know about them, talk to me and I'll hook you up. And so I see this live chat. And everyone here knows that, bots are the new way to go. So I pop into this live chat, and I'm going to type my first language, by the way. I'm not really Jamaican for this demo. I'm actually French. So I'm going to put in bonjour. I don't know if that's like French with a Jamaican accent. Is that what it is? And guess what? It replies back to me in French. I could put any language I wanted in, and it would definitely reply. But I'm going to switch to the language I do know, which is hello. All right? So, by the way, for you guys that aren't familiar with artificial intelligence, that's one of the first things that we do with our cognitive services in our Azure platform. We have the ability to detect and communicate in any language. All right, so I'm going to ask it a question. I'm going to ask it a very simple question that says, hey, what can you do? All right, and perfect. It could give me insurance because I just bought a car. I'm going to ask where's the company based. And so I pop that in, and it says, hey, I'm based in Seattle. That's our head office. The developers that created the solution, they are in Seattle. All right, so the next thing I'm going to then ask it, by the way, a little technology, natural language processing. You guys know what that is? Yeah? The ability to understand the intent of what you're asking it, just speaking in natural language. So I say I need insurance, and it's going to pop up a little pop-up box. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, bots are the new apps. You see, I've got a rich context menu here, very much like I would in any application. So I could scroll across and see the different types of insurance, but really, for the sweet car that I bought, I want to insure that. So I select automotive. Are you an existing customer? Yes, I am. All right, now, so it's going to ask me, what's your full name? It's not Gladstone Grant for this demo. It's actually Lance Olson. Now, here's another cool thing that we have as a part of this. Do you want to use smart authentication? Right? So that's one of the things that it gives you. You could do voice, you could do facial recognition. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to live on the edge a little bit and say yes in front of everyone here. And now it's going to ask me to use my voice because it knows my voice. So I'm going to hold this mic down. My voice is my passport. Verify me. All right, let's see if it does this. Fingers crossed, guys, fingers crossed. All right, it's checking it out. Beautiful. Now it wants to validate it really is me. And let's hope the lighting is really good here. So I'm going to take a little photo, a little selfie. All righty. There you go. So what's going to do is going to validate, is that really me? And fingers crossed again. Guys, work with me here. Uh-oh, fingers crossed. I've found your policy, yeah. It's found me, yeah. All right. Here's a cool thing about this, what bots could do for you. Is that it could actually be a seller. So think of your business that you're doing. Instead of having a person do this, they're upselling me. My daughter is turning 17. Absolutely, yes. I want to make sure that she's on the policy. I don't want an accident and I'm in trouble. I wanted to get a sports car, but hey, 3 kids right now. We're just talking there before. Hey, it's a sedan. All right, do you guys want to know what it is? Do you want to know what car I got? Yeah? All right. I'm going to start riding it. It's a Ford, my dream car, ladies and gentlemen. Who's got a Ford? Anyone with a Ford? Yeah, all right, big ups. All right, here we go. And the model. What model do you think it is? Mustang. Fusion. I wanted a Mustang so badly in high school, but couldn't afford it. So I got a Fusion. Now, here's a little tip for you. I bought it a couple years old, right? Make sure it's, get it from the dealer, so you get warranty, and you go out to Canadian Tire. There's a new car smell. You spray it in. You're good to rock, baby. Good to rock. All right? Okay, do I have a photo? Do I have a photo of the car? I got selfies. I got so many photos of this car. It's going out of style. So now here's what's going to happen. I'm going to introduce you to another piece of technology we've built in. And in fact, I'm going to select a picture of my car using my touchscreen. But ladies and gentlemen, I made a mistake. I chose the wrong photo. It really is a Ford, but it's not. It really is a Ford, but it's Rob Ford. By the way, election's coming up a couple days. Anyone voting? I know who I'm voting for. I'm not going to tell you guys, though. In any event, Donald Trump, anyone watching what's happened in the U.S.? These two guys, lots of entertainment. In any event, the technology that we're showing here is what we call Microsoft Cognitive Services. So we've packaged a number of APIs that you can just call with a few lines of code, make a call, get some JSON code back, and embed that within your applications. So now, machines in the cloud have the ability to be able to see. The other thing that we've now done is leverage machine learning. So it's seen thousands of pictures of Rob Ford and millions of pictures of Donald Trump. And we've trained the model to say that's what it is. So leveraging machine learning, it knows exactly who these individuals are, and it knows it's not a car. These are services that you can use right now and leverage if you go to Microsoft.com/cognitive that you can leverage. We don't charge you until you start using it after a while, then we charge you, but it's there for you to use as startups. All right, so I'm gonna put the real picture in now, and I'll actually get the real picture as you can see here. Which is, there it is. That was my dream car, was a Panamera, but I can't afford that, so I went for the Ford Fusion. By the way, did you guys know Rob Ford was Jamaican? Remember that little thing that he did? The video? He speaks better patois than I do, and I was born in Jamaica. In any event, all right, so let me pop that in, and the next thing it's gonna now do, it's gonna maybe ask me a few more questions to validate, and it's gonna actually go out and try to do a quote for me. All done by the bot. You know, if you think of, you have to call up your number when you get the insurance company. You've got to wait 7 minutes. You're calling number 7. You've got to wait 7 minutes. Gone are those days. All you got to do is spin up a new bot. That's simple as that. All right, so it says it's a good purchase. What do you think? Oh, no way. Listen, I always want a deal. So I'm going to fire with this device right now with this bot. So I'm going to say, no way. That is too expensive. And again, with natural language processing, it's going to figure out the intent of what I'm saying. And for the first time, what it's now going to do is actually bring someone in, a live person, Jane, that will ultimately join that conversation. Right? Think about your solutions. Think about your call centers. You don't need to worry about that anymore. So let's go have a quick look and see what Jane is seeing over here. So I preloaded things for you, and I'm going to do a refresh here. We're in Dynamics 365. Anyone heard of it here? Yeah, all right, Microsoft right here. It is our combined CRM, ERP solution together, an extensible platform that you could build out your solutions on. It is growing, one of our fastest growing solutions. So here, what the bot has done for me, it's actually created an opportunity associated with this sale, because this is really about churn. I don't want to lose this customer. And so what it done is pop this one up at the top here. I'm going to click on it. Let's refresh one more time, make sure it pops up. And then what I'm going to do is show you how machine learning is embedded directly into that platform. So as I click on, it's going to give me information about the actual record itself. It's going to tell me about Lance Olson as a customer. It's going to do a little bit of calculations around the potential of churn associated with this. And yeah, exactly. Here's what it's done. It's kind of said that there's a 65% possibility that this customer will churn. And then it's applied machine learning to say that if you decide that you give a 15% discount based on demographics, where the person lives, et cetera, you can actually keep that customer. That's the magic of what it does. And you could get suggestions, et cetera, embedded as a part of that. But imagine that you were the head of operations for this global company. What you want to then do is to go look at your dashboard to see how the business is doing at a global level. So here, as head of operations, I'm able to see everything that's happening, all the chats that are happening across the country, the amount of new business that we have grown, customer satisfaction is green, that's always a good thing. But hey, I got some escalations. I want to double click and figure out what's going on. I also see that across the world I'm green except for down under. I've got a little problem here in Australia. I want to go double click and find out what's happening there too. I could see, for example, the cost to serve across different channels. Oftentimes, as we think about our customers, we want to reduce the amount of cost. So bots, obviously, are very, very much smaller relative to email, in person being the highest. But I want to go drill down and see exactly what's happened in Australia. So when I click there, what it brings up, it gives me a bit of sentiment analytics. Because you're typing with the bot, it's capturing everything that's saying. It's also looking at what's happening in the company outside. And if I drill down, it actually gives them this beautiful word cloud. And I've got the data that then ultimately I could translate to intelligence, to insights, and into action. That's ultimately what we want to do. And so what we've figured out here is my number one competitor to Litware in Australia is Contoso. They have dropped their prices, and all of a sudden we're perceived as being much too expensive. So what I could do is make the decision right then and there that I'm going to lower my prices and be competitive. That's an example of AI in action. Can you switch, please, to the other slide? I'm just going to finish off with a few slides here. I don't see the time mark yet, so I think I got some more time. So let me just move through. So what did you just see? The scenario you saw was AI in action. First of all, you saw the scenario as a customer, how you could leverage different channels within which to communicate. You saw how, as a customer service agent, you got help from the bot to identify the churn associated with that customer, to be able to keep that customer from going to someone else, the discount required. And you saw how the head of operations, leveraging our Power BI platform, how you go from data to intelligence to insights and ultimately to action. The Microsoft platform tool is pretty simple. You've got the top level services that you're going to consume as startups. It is the cognitive services, these APIs that we've packaged together that you can make a few calls and get some JSON code. It is a bot service. We've always been a great developer tool company, and we've made it extremely easy. Even I'm not a developer. I could write a bot. That's how easy it is. And then there's machine learning. Machine learning allows you to create all the various experiments that you need, drag and drop, reduce the need for as many data scientists, and ultimately post that to any solution that you want. That's a platform, provide the tools and the infrastructure. Now, as Swapnil talked about before, and Lynn, Microsoft is investing heavily in Canada, in the startup community. You can see all the things I've highlighted there in yellow. 111 million we've invested to make sure the startup community continues to be vibrant. We've got a couple of areas that we focus on. Montreal is a hotbed for AI. Toronto is a hotbed for AI. Microsoft continues to invest. And guess, here's a cool thing that we feel good about. For every dollar of product Microsoft makes, each of you here in the startup community makes $20 all up, which is amazing. So we're giving back $22 billion that we've given. So we continue to invest. But I'd like to leave it an offer that you will not be able to refuse. I guarantee you that. The offer, ladies and gentlemen, is to hang out where I hang out. I own these Microsoft technology centers across the country. There's 4 of these that we have today. And really, they're an incubation lab that you could come in and get help with strategy around what Microsoft has to offer. So as you're looking at your next solution, you can see the value proposition there. You could read yourself. But imagine, you're thinking of the next phase of your solution. You want help. Where do you go? Microsoft Technology Centers, we're there to offer help to you for free. This is why I love my job so much. It's a give to you with strategy, architecture, and design, with proof of concepts, prove it out. And here's the kicker. If you got a cool solution built on Microsoft and you want to showcase it to 10,000 customers that we engage with on a year-to-year basis in Microsoft Technology Centers across the country, let's get it implemented with the MTCs, and I'll showcase those personally myself and my team. And we also have 54 plus of these across the world. And I've got some connections with those individuals. I will connect you with them so if you have global aspirations, we can get you there too. The way to do that, it's very simple. Everyone's on LinkedIn here, yeah? Hop out to LinkedIn, add me, Gladstone Grant. I've got my best look on, my best suit, everything. You can't miss me at all. Or you can email me, gladstone.grant@microsoft.com. I look forward to engaging with many of you in the technology centers. I know some folks who have been here before. Actually, who's been to the technology center before? Big up, big up. All right, there you go. Keep coming back. Awesome. There's a lot of opportunity for me to engage with you for free, so we'll see you guys there. Hope you had some fun with that. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.